Welcome to the Online Graduate Research Forum for Fall 2016. My name is Shawn Bryan, your presenter. I am a graduate student in the Masters of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Occupational Workforce and Leadership Studies at Texas State University. The title of my research study is Saudi Student Preferred Teaching Methods of American Transnational Instructors. This research took place in 2016 while I was an aviation instructor for the Royal Saudi Air Force, and there I met and worked with other American instructors at King Khalid Training Center in Khamis Mushat, Saudi Arabia. Given the experience of Saudi airmen having to learn their Air Force occupational specialties delivered in English as a foreign language, my work in a technical education setting inspired an interest in researching the preferred teaching methods of Saudi students. I was excited to pursue this research study to investigate Saudi student teaching preferences after reading Amani Hamdan's 2014 study asserting traditional teaching methods in Saudi Arabia depended heavily on rote memorization rather than analytical thinking. As an instructor in Saudi Arabia, I became interested in helping students overcome the learning barriers associated with learning their subjects in a foreign language, as cited by Fakia Arabai in 2014, by assisting them in reducing the strict norms imposed by the Saudi education system. According to Whitney Morris Abdul, Nurchaya Yahya, and Caridad Nzueta in 2011, the current generation of Saudi students are eager to experience non-traditional teaching styles through the interesting methods of their transnational instructors. The purpose of this study was to investigate Saudi student teaching preferences of American transnational instructors in a technical education program, and 3 research questions guided the study. How do Saudi students experience teaching and learning in a technical education program at King Khalid Training Center? What learning challenges do Saudi students in a technical education program encounter? And what teaching methods do Saudi students prefer in a technical education program? For the research design, I chose a qualitative case study of 28 participants comprising Saudi technical education students who arrived at King Khalid Training Center after graduating from the Defense Language Institute English Learning Center in San Antonio, Texas. All participants enrolled in an aviation apprenticeship designed to last for 1 year until they graduate and join the regular workforce as journeyman level technicians. Data collection comprised 20 surveys and 8 interviews. For surveys, a list of 42 statements about preferred teaching methods required participants to rate to what degree they agreed with each statement on a Likert scale from 1, strongly disagree, to 5, strongly agree. This survey measured student perceptions of different teaching methods and consisted of 5 sections based on Zoltan Dornier's 2001 Motivational Teaching Practice Framework, comprising achievement motivation, attitude, classroom environment, teaching methods, and group cohesiveness. For interviews, the study used a semi-structured protocol of 16 open-ended questions associated with Darla Deerdorf's 2009 Intercultural Competence Framework to allow respondents to contextualize their attitudes, values, and opinions about preferred teaching methods. Data analysis comprised descriptive statistics for quantitative analysis of preferred teaching methods and thematic coding for qualitative analysis to identify topics related to experiences, challenges, and teaching methods encountered in the classroom. This study's descriptive statistics included the mean and range of answers from survey questions. I transcribed the qualitative data from audio recordings of interviews and coded by hand in the margins of transcripts. Then I identified major themes from the coding process using an iterative approach to understand the data and an inductive approach to generalize observations from the data, resulting in findings related to student perceptions of preferred teaching methods. 3 main themes presented themselves as major findings. Related to student learning experiences, the study found groups work together to help each other understand the lessons in the classroom. The American instructors at King Khalid Training Center are not fluent in Arabic, so the student participants from my study translated technical jargon for the benefit of others in the class. Because Saudi society is collectivist in nature and emphasizes the interest of the group as a whole, participants relied on each other as a team and won't let one of their classmates fall behind in their work. As an implication for policy, the small class sizes at King College Training Center ensure each student progresses at the same pace as their peers, and small groups enable students to understand each lesson. The second theme relating to Saudi student learning challenges suggested language was a barrier to learning technical skills. Course materials are delivered in English to support international quality standards, but language proficiency is a learning barrier, sometimes appearing as too much to handle. Many participants learned some English in college, but they found the language course they attended at the Defense Language Institute in the United States to be especially useful because they learned to speak the language from native English speakers while immersed in American culture for over a year during their language studies. The participants regarded the learning culture in both the United States and Saudi Arabia as similar, but they preferred interacting with American instructors to give them a chance to practice their English speaking skills. Learning a new vocabulary for their aviation specialties is a challenge, but an implication for practice suggests a glossary of technical terms needed for their career field may help those needing remedial language training. The third theme shared by all participants is a fondness for hands-on training as their preferred teaching method. Students get to see the practical applications of the aircraft systems they work on, and they can clarify anything they don't understand with the advice from their instructors. Students become more motivated when instructors give practical assignments, so an implication for theory suggests instructors can develop various teaching strategies through awareness of what motivates the students. Although most students can accommodate multiple teaching methods, previous research by Mohammed Al-Maghrabi and Ali Ashami in 2013 revealed Saudi students in technical education programs overwhelmingly chose hands-on training as their preferred teaching method. An assumption of my study supposed cultural differences accounted for the learning challenges linked with transnational education. Given this assumption, I recommend future research examine the effectiveness of an English language program taught in the host country against an immersive language course such as the model presently in use at the Defense Language Institute English Learning Center. Many of the learning challenges perceived by Saudi students may be credited to individual learning styles, but an acknowledgement of dynamic cultural influences may help instructors to impact the complex learning environment. My study was limited by access to students in an aviation apprenticeship, but given this limitation, a broader quantitative analysis of preferred teaching methods from various technical specialties may benefit transnational instructors in adapting teaching styles to individual learning preferences. The results of such a study may help transnational educators develop culturally relevant professional development programs to enhance instructors' knowledge of the learning culture of the host country. Professional development encourages instructors to appreciate the personal and socioeconomic factors affecting student performance. I have submitted a manuscript of this research study for peer review in the McGill Journal of Education. On the YouTube page below, please indicate your anonymous preference for this study by clicking on one of these two icons. In addition, please post your comments or questions in the YouTube comment section below. I will respond to inquiries posted from November 16th through 30th on this webpage. Thank you for your attention and have a wonderful day.